Park Douglas de Hede Roscommon hoi Cliche Canish na Heran Fuithi Hien and Cliche Ahimere Ether Kerry agus Donegal. Welcome to Douglas Hyde Park, Roscommon for the All-Ireland Under-21 football final replay between Kerry and Donegal. The Donegal team and the Ulster colours are on the field, and the line out today is the same as the last day with a few positional switches. In goal is Danny Gallagher from Dunlow. The full-back line on the right, John Joe Doherty from Naomh Columba, Glencolumkill. The full-back, John Connors from Dunlow, and left-back, Thomas Maguire from Ardara. The half-back line on the right, Dermot Keown from Airua Ballyshannon. In the centre, John Cunningham, the captain from Killybegs. And on the left, Paul Carr from Naomh Columba. And the Kerry team and the Munster colours is coming on the field, the far side of the field. The Donegal midfield partnership is Barry Cunningham of Killybegs and John Gallagher of Killybegs. The half-forward line on the right, Patrick Hegarty of Naomh Columba, though he may be playing on the left. In the centre, Tommy Ryan of Termon, and on the left, Barry Magone from Killybegs. The full-forward line on the right, Dermot Ward of Glenfin. Full-forward man is Boyle of Killybegs, the only player who started off in the senior match against Armagh. And on the left, Luke Gavigan of Ardara. The Kerry team in goal, the St Patrick's College Maynooth goalkeeper, Kieran Moran of Derrynane. Full-back line, Ken Savage of Kieran O'Rahilly's. Full-back, Michael Brosnan of Knocknagoshel. And left-back, Morgan Nix of Kieran O'Rahilly's. The half-back line on the right, Pat Coughlin of Rathmore. In the centre, the captain, Noel O'Leary from Dr. Crokes. And on the left, Stephen Stack from Emmett's Listowel. Midfield, Michael Galway from Currow and James Brosnan from Grieve Gullia. The half-forward line, PJ Gare from Dura, Martin Dennehy from John Mitchell's, and Donald McAvoy from John Mitchell's. The full-forward line, Ger Looney from Grieve Gullia, Pierce Orr from Kieran O'Rahilly's, and the Lawn Rangers, top of the left, Gerald Murphy, the man who came on as a sub in the first game and changed the course of the game. A lovely setting here in Dr. Hyde Park, Roscommon, for the Under-21 final replay. The referee once again is Michael Kearns of Sligo, out there with the Donegal captain John Cunningham from Killybegs. The Kerry captain Noel O'Leary hasn't arrived yet. There's Francie Cunningham, the treasurer of the Donegal County Board, giving the Donegal team list to John Cunningham as they await the coming out of Noel O'Leary, the Kerry captain. The first match, of course, in Tuam was drawn 10 points to 1-7. Donegal showing no changes from that day. One change on the Kerry team, Gerald Murphy coming in for Martin Downey. And so out in the middle of the field there, John Cunningham still limbering up. The Kerry captain out there now, and Michael Kearns just about to toss to see who will they have the advantage of deciding what way to play. Large crowd here in Dr. Hyde Park, Roscommon, and once again most of them Donegal people. Of course, the normal colours of Kerry and Donegal are similar, so it's hard to know from the colours the supporters are wearing, but from the amount of cars coming down on the road today through Sligo and Boyle, a lot of Donegal people, and one presumes very few Kerry people at this game. The Donegal chant rising down there now. So far in this campaign, Donegal have beaten Fermanagh, Derry, Armagh, Monaghan after a replay, Laois, and then they drew with Kerry. Kerry, the Munster champions, beat Tipperary after a replay in Munster, then beat Galway. Tipperary, of course, having beaten Cork, who had won this title for the last couple of years. In actual fact, the Munster champions have not lost a game in this Under-21 championship since 1983, Cork being the champions of 84, 5 and 6. Kerry going for their 6th Under-21 title, Donegal going for their 2nd. The first in 1982 in Carrick-on-Shannon when they beat Roscommon. And so the band, the St. Clair's pipe band from Tubberclare here in Roscommon, leading the two teams across towards the stand here in Dr. Hyde Park. Donegal led, of course, by John Cunningham from Killybegs. John, London born, spending his first 11 or 12 years in London, then coming over and being one of the key members of the great Killybegs minor side, which won the Ulster Club Championship twice, and which of course contributes in a very, very big way to this team today, with John and Barry Cunningham, Barry Magone, Manus Boyle, John Gallagher, and among the subs Conor White and David Meehan, the sub-keeper. So John, the captain of the team, the scorer of the penalty goal in the first game. Following John is Danny Gallagher of the Dunlow Club. Danny, of course, who came on at the last minute in the All-Ireland minor semi-final of 2 years ago. That minor team, most of them are still with us here today. And so the large Donegal crowd and the small number of Kerry people among us welcoming the team as they come towards the stand. The right back is John Joe Doherty from Naomh Columba. Following him, John Connors from Dunlow. John too coming in instead of Seamus Ward the last day and doing very well. Left back, Thomas Maguire. Following Thomas is Diarmuid Keown from the Irua Club. Following him was Paul Carr. The teams break up. Barry Cunningham going into the centre of the field, where he will be partnered by John Gallagher, who has happily recovered from a knock received in a challenge match against the Tyrone senior team on last Monday evening. The Donegal half-forward line then will be on the right, Paddy Hegarty, Tommy Ryan in the centre, Barry Magone on the left. Dermot Ward, Manus Boyle and Luke Gavigan completes the Donegal team. A lovely setting here, some clouds in the sky but no danger of rain here today. It should be a lovely, lovely setting for the All-Ireland replay. Very a slight wind, but should not have too much of an influence on the game as far as we can make out. Out in the middle of the field, number 8, Barry Cunningham, number 9, John Gallagher, number 8, Michael Galway, number 9, James Brosnan. Sun shining, a glorious atmosphere here in Dr. Hyde Park, all set now as a band move off, as Michael Kearns from Sligo has the ball in the hand. Michael, who did a fine job of the first game and was obviously automatically appointed for the replay. And he throws in the ball and the game is on. John Gallagher, Tommy Ryan, towards Manus Boyle, taken away by Michael Brosnan. Michael Brosnan out towards Noel O'Leary. Michael Galway now to Noel O'Leary. John Cunningham, the low ball inside now to Luke Gavigan. Look, the Ardaraman, another low ball in, but it's cleared there and cut off and cleared by Brosnan, but only to John Cunningham once again. John, men loose on this side. John sending the ball in towards the full forward. Oh, a chance here for Dermot Ward, but it doesn't break kindly to him. And Morgan Nix recovering there for Kerry. They're battling for it there on the far side, and it comes out eventually towards Paul Carr and PJ Gare, and it's a line ball for Donegal on the far side of the field. An early fright there for Kerry as the fullback slipped, and there was a chance for Dermot Ward, but it didn't fall kindly to him. It would appear that Barry McGowan is going to have a shot at this kick. It's 35 metres out on the sideline, and a difficult enough angle. Barry presumably will be trying to get it in towards Manus Boyle in on the edge of the square. Barry McGowan with the kick. And I'd say Manus was in the square there, but the play carries on, and out comes fullback Michael Brosnan, who certainly is having a big impact on this game early on. Fine free kick there, and it's a foul on Michael Brosnan and the Kerry goalkeeper Kieran Moran to take the kick out. So the first couple of attacks mounted by Donegal, starting from John Cunningham in the half-back line. Kieran Moran's kick towards the far side of the field. And again it's Barry Cunningham going up this time, sending the ball in, but the Kerry right cornerback Ken Savage towards the far side, but once again it's John Cunningham grasping it out of the air there. And here comes John. Very bright start by the two Cunninghams to Manus Boyle. Manus Boyle getting around full-back Brosnan. Is Manus fouled? No, he's dispossessed. Noel O'Leary. Noel O'Leary's kick is blocked down. Coming to Paddy Hegarty. Paddy takes the kick. It's going high but wide. And so inspiring stuff early on by John Cunningham, the Donegal captain, setting up 3 attacks there, but it's still no score after 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the game. Kieran Moran from Derrynane will take the kick out for Kerry. Michael Kearns tells him to move it in right to the edge of the square. It was just a little bit outside, and I suppose on All-Ireland final day everything should be done perfectly. And so Kieran Moran will take the kick out. Crowds still coming in here to Dr. Hyde Park. Coming towards midfield, Barry Cunningham. Barry coming again this time to Barry McGowan. Barry McGowan going through, making the angle. The shot is very, very high. Manus Boyle will be going up with Brosnan. Will he fist it? Breaks loose, and it's a Kerry man coming out there. I think it's Ken Savage. Ken Savage getting it out to his right half back, Pat Coughlin. But John Cunningham will be on this one again. John getting round Martin Dennehy. John still on the ball. John Cunningham looking for people, giving the long ball inside to Dermot Ward. What a ball, what a point! Wide. It was a great chance for Dermot Ward. It was the second superb ball he got through there from John Cunningham, and it was a clear chance of a score, but not taken. Donegal beginning today again as they did in the first game in Tuam, beginning at a real blitzkrieg sort of pace, and already Kerry have moved Pearse Hoare out to centre half forward to try to curb the dominance of John Cunningham. Martin Dennehy has gone in full forward. The kick is coming out now towards Barry Cunningham. It's broken down there, and it's Paddy Hegarty. Paddy Hegarty to Barry Cunningham to John Cunningham. They're in control in this sector of the field. John coming up again taking his time to Barry. Barry being tackled from behind, taking the shot. Again, it's not going far enough, and it eventually goes out wide as Dermot Ward failed to make it. Donegal, plenty of possession, but no scores so far as Kieran Moran begins to prepare to take possibly his 4th kick out at this early stage of the game, with John and Barry Cunningham really dominating so far, even though they're only 5 minutes gone. Kieran Moran's kick is coming out this time towards this side to keep it away from the trouble area. Diarmuid Keown and Donald McAvoy. Diarmuid Keown had it first. Diarmuid Keown had it first, says referee Mickey Kearns, and now Barry Cunningham is going to have a go at this one to try to settle Donegal with a point. It's 46 metres out. On Barry's left foot, he has a good angle. Again, it's not going far enough. It's going towards Luke Gavigan. Trying to get the shot in, but the Kerry defending well there, and the relieving clearance coming towards Thomas Maguire. Thomas going there with Ger Looney. Thomas and Ger. It looks as if Ger has put it out over the line, and it's a line ball for Donegal. Everything going well for Donegal so far, except the scoring. Referee Mickey Kearns is going over there to talk to his linesman. Confirms that it is a line ball for Donegal, and Thomas Maguire from Ardara will take it. Donegal going well. If they could only get a point or two on the board to settle them down. That was a push in the back by Luke Gavigan. It was very obvious. Mickey Kearns saw it, and it's a free out for Kerry to relieve a bit of pressure for Kerry. This kick will probably be taken by Ken Savage, the Kerry right back from the Kieran O'Rahilly's club, as is the Kerry left back Morgan Nix. And so again, Donegal doing well so far. Ken Savage's kick. Coming towards Barry Magone. Barry Magone, good ball to Luke Gavigan. Luke has a chance. He sends it in low to Manus Boyle. Manus Boyle, lovely ball inside. And a great save by the Kerry keeper there. And again, Donegal failed to register a score. He was probably wise enough to go for the goal if it had come off. It didn't come off. Luke Gavigan, great passing movement, but still it's no score after 7 minutes of Donegal pressure. This kick will be taken by Tommy Ryan. Tommy trying to give Donegal the lead on the 30 metres mark. And again, it's not going, it's going harmlessly wide, and so a lot of bad finishing by Donegal after good approach play in the early minutes of the game. Kieran Moran, a busy man, the busiest man on the Kerry team so far. The Shahik Shaw Wulu Amach. Donegal and Nuchter Alarna Parkia. Shano Cunningan agus Barra Cunningan, the Thort Kudwar, Shalwish Stefaniel Scorer Biaku Gafoil. This ball coming out towards Paddy Hegarty, but it comes down to Donald McAvoy. Donald McAvoy, the long ball across towards the far side to PJ Gare and Paul Carr. PJ will go down on it, picks it up. PJ taking them on, still going, round the neck, but he gets the ball inside to Ger Looney. Ger Looney back to PJ Gare. PJ Gare being followed now by a Donegal man. PJ making the angle, taking his own shot. It's going in there where Paul Carr is going up. It breaks down to Danny Gallagher. Danny Gallagher gets the kick out where Barry Magone will have to work hard. Barry only gives it into the hands of Donald McAvoy, but Donald couldn't control it, and it's a line ball for Donegal. Barry Magone himself is thinking of taking it. I think he will eventually take it. No, he says, I'm a forward. I leave that to John Cunningham and move up forward to try to get things going there again. Kerry's first attack breaking down there with Danny Gallagher doing well. John Cunningham to take it inside his own 45 metres line. And Donegal again coming out like wolves, but the scoring not coming. Michael Galway going up, but Donegal getting more of the broken ball today. This time it's the Kerry centre half back and captain Noel O'Leary. Noel O'Leary up towards John Cunningham and Diarmuid Keown. Keown breaks it down, but only to Pearse Hoare. Pearse Hoare, a good ball inside to Danger Man Murphy, but John Connors will clear that out. Not alone does he get it, but he gives it well out to Paul Carr. Paul tackled by PJ Gare. Paul recovers. Lovely ball out to John Connors, and Donegal playing their way out very coolly, out of danger, and Connors' fine drop kick finds Luke Gavigan, and Luke Gavigan is beaten by Ken Savage, but a line ball for Donegal. Another beautiful bit of enterprising football by Donegal. If they could only score. Donegal all over Kerry in the early stage of the game. Tommy Ryan's kick going in, but not very good this time, but it's broken down to Dermot Ward. Dermot Ward across to John Gallagher. John's first touch. He takes the shot. Is it good this time? No, it isn't again. And will Donegal rue their chances later on in complete control of this game? But they're not showing that. They're not transferring their superiority onto the scoreboard, which still reads there under the Carroll sign, Donegal Níl Scorer Biaku, Kerry Níl Scorer Biaku. The Carroll sign, I suppose, is outmoded there since there's no more cigarette company sponsorship in the association. Michael Galway sending the ball up towards John Connors. It'll break through to his clubmate Danny Gallagher. Oh, Danny takes a risky enough kick, but it works out well enough, but eventually it's Kerry breaking to Donald McAvoy, the danger man, or one of the danger men. Donald now being tackled by John Cunningham. He gets around three Donegal men. He takes a shot. It should be comfortable for John Connors. It is. John's clearance not very good, going to the Kerry's left half, Stephen Stack. Stack takes a shot, and it now hits the post. Comes out to Paul Carr. Paul Carr. Long ball towards Barry Magone in space. Barry now trying to get Donegal going. He's well inside his own 45. Getting the ball over across the side to Dermot Ward. Dermot has got John Gallagher inside him. He can't get it, and the linesman says it's a Donegal ball, which I thought It was, and it will be taken here by Dermot Ward. Kerry certainly very slow starting this game, don't seem to have adapted to the pace of the game at all so far, but their defence keeping the pressure on and keeping it scoreless. Barry McGowan goes up one-handed, but only breaks it down to right half-back Pat Coughlin. Pat Coughlin to Donald McAvoy. Donald McAvoy and Diarmuid Keown. Donald getting round Diarmuid. Diarmuid dispossesses him illegally, according to the referee. A free kick for Kerry. Diarmuid, of course, be well advised to try to get possession of the ball before this dangerous Donald McAvoy, who had a very good game in Tuam. Stephen Stack, who was on the Kerry senior panel and toured America with them earlier on in the summer, one of the reasons why the under-21 championship was put back a little bit, that Michael Galway and Stephen Stack were in America. The ball going in, John Cunningham going up, too many Donegal men going up, and it breaks there and comes out eventually to the Kerry midfielder Brosnan. Brosnan takes the shot. Is this an accurate one? No, this isn't accurate either, and certainly the marksmanship so far is very, very substandard in this game, with 12 minutes gone and no score in the game yet. Thomas Maguire wants a good kick out, not happy when he doesn't get it, a short kick out, and Danny Gallagher will take hopefully a long one into the middle of the field, and that's what it is. Barry Cunningham tries to break it down, but it only comes to Brosnan. Brosnan to Hoare with a bit of room. Hoare inside to Dennehy. Dennehy takes the shot, and it takes another wide. And once again, the finishing. Kerry now taking off where Donegal started. And trouble for Donegal here as John Cunningham seems to be down. Trouble for Donegal as John Cunningham is stretched out there. There was no injury or no foul or anything. He stretched out inside his own 14-yard line. It would hopefully not, no, it seems to be more ankle than hamstring. John, who stretched out there, the play wasn't near him at the time, and Donegal's PJ McGowan being called in there, and this would certainly be a grievous blow to Donegal if anything went wrong with John, who is at a very, very promising start to this game. Donegal today, of course, their sub-strength is a little bit stronger than the last day, with Seamus Ward being available again after missing the first final through suspension, with Brian Moore Gallagher of Gweedore back in serious contention again, having had a bit of a layoff before the first game. So Donegal's sub-strength is pretty strong today, along with the other subs on the team: Cormac McGarvey, Joey McDermott, Peter McIntyre, Emmett Golden, Seamus Doohan, John Sweeney, and perhaps one or two more over there on the far side. Now this seems to be a serious enough problem for Donegal. There's a problem anyway with the ball, in the sense that they haven't got the ball back from that wide. It seems to have gone out over the wall altogether behind the Donegal goal there from that bad finishing by the Kerry forward line. Michael Kearns wants a ball now. We've stopped for a whole minute now for this injury to John Cunningham. Donegal obviously concerned, because John, the team captain, would be a terrible blow, not alone for his footballing ability, but for his inspirational leadership of the side and his tremendous will to win, which has showed itself down the years. And so that will to carry on and lead his team survives. The Donegal crowd gives John an ovation. Danny Gallagher takes the kick out. It's not a good one, and John's all right. And the long kick is going up there now, but only into Kerry captain O'Leary. Only finds Paddy Hegarty, who finds John Gallagher, who tries to find Dermot Ward, but Morgan Nix will get that. Not a happy start for Dermot Ward today. Morgan Nix under pressure from Dermot, gets it back eventually to Ken Savage. Ken Savage playing it out, but only to Manus Boyle, reads it well. Manus gives it to Luke Gavigan, to Manus, who must score now, and who does! And with that scoring and that ovation, there's no doubt what county is here in the majority today. There's no doubt at all that despite the disappointment of a fortnight ago in Ballabafay, the support is still there, and the Donegal people are still behind their teams and will cheer them on if they have something to cheer about. Manus Boyle read that well. Kerry over elaborating in defence. Manus stole the ball and went in and took a fine point, and it was a good bit of leadership by Manus. So after a quarter of an hour, 1-0. It's a free for Kerry. It will be taken by Stephen Stack, and it's coming towards Donald McAvoy, a deliberate ploy obviously on the Kerry team. Dermot Keown giving him a wee bit too much room. That dangerous ball going in. Oh, taken down by Connors. It's a chance of a Kerry goal, and Donegal have recovered, and I think it was Thomas Maguire who did the heroics that time. John Connors going up one-handed, did well to get one to the ball, couldn't hold it, and now it will be Ger Looney from Grieve Gullia going out to take this kick inside the 14-metre line. Gerald Murphy going looking for it, followed there by John Joe Doherty. John Joe, of course, one of the tightest markers on the Donegal team. Ger, this was a difficult angle. It would be a very fine score if he managed it. He's not going to point it, but it's going to drop into the parallelogram. It breaks down, and it's a Kerry man. It's a goal! It's a goal for Kerry! And I think it was big Michael Galway. It was one of the two midfielders, certainly, I think, who got that ball and lashed it into the net. Yes, Michael Galway will probably get the credit for this game, and so Donegal set back immediately. The high ball, Michael Galway, I think, getting it, and Donegal come back onto the attack. It's Barry Magone. Barry Magone, have they the heart to come back from that? Barry taking his man on, being fouled, riding the tackle, being fouled again, free in. And so, too much room given there to the Kerry man. Barry Cunningham will take, for the goal, Barry Cunningham will take the free. 1 goal for Kerry, 1 point for Donegal. And it's all eventually about scoring. Barry's kick is not going all the way, but Manus Boyle will go up and break it down, but only breaks it down to Noel O'Leary, who clears it out to the far side of the field to PJ Gare. PJ Gare being hassled by Paul Carr, well hassled by Paul Carr, and it's going to be a line ball for Donegal, which will be taken, I think, by Barry Magone over there on the far side of the field, 60 or 70 or 80 metres away from us here in the stand, well behind the side of the field. Barry Magone to take the kick. 1 goal for Kerry, 1 point for Donegal, hardly reflecting. And the kick from Barry going in there, broken down this time to Donegal, but they're not getting the breaks. It's Brosnan, the midfielder, getting it out towards Donald McAvoy. Donald being given too much room by Dermot Keown today. Donald carrying the ball away, and this ball going up to right half. Ger Looney being fouled, it said, by Thomas Maguire. And Donegal mentors must be thinking of perhaps switching half-backs, because it certainly seems so far that the policy of giving Donald McAvoy the opportunity of getting the ball and then trying to take it off him is not working. So it's Stephen Stack to take this free kick for Kerry on the 45-metre line. Again, the high central ball there, maybe sensing a bit of insecurity in Donegal there. PJ Gare, this should be read by John Cunningham, read and delivered by John. Barry Magone fouled, free for Donegal inside their own 45-metre line. And the early fluency gone out of Donegal's game at the moment, a wee bit reminiscent of the first game where Donegal started in blitz fashion and then Kerry gradually gnawed their way back into the game. Paul Carr taking that free, but it's 3 Kerry men there, and it's one of them coming away from it there, Noel O'Leary, the team captain, up towards Thomas Maguire and Ger Looney. Thomas should get that when it's broken down by Ger Looney. John Connors eventually doing well, thinking of playing it out of it, but eventually deciding on the long ball down towards Barry Magone, who in turn is given a lot of space. Barry now coming solering through, coming across the field. More direct approach would probably play off here. A lot of running to be done there by Dermot Ward, and Dermot not getting the ball. And look at McAvoy again. McAvoy turning Dermot Keown, giving the long ball in there unchallenged. It's the full forward. It was Martin Dennehy on the ball. Martin Dennehy losing the ball to John Cunningham. John Cunningham coming out for Donegal to Tommy Ryan. Tommy Ryan, the long ball up towards Manus Boyle, but Manus won't get it unless he's lucky. Morgan Nix picking it up. Morgan coming out. Cooley to Brosnan, the full back. Michael Brosnan's clearance coming up towards the Kerry midfielder, all alone, middle half back. Noel O'Leary up towards John Connors. John first, boot first. Donald McAvoy going there with John Connors. John does well. Beautiful play by John to John Gallagher. John Gallagher to Dermot Ward. Dermot Ward pushed in the back, free for Donegal. John Connors having an excellent game in there in full back for Donegal, and they can be thankful to the middle of their defence for holding the Kerry tide at the moment, as Kerry beginning to take it up. There must have been dissent there, was there? No, there wasn't. Michael Kearns anyway telling Barry Cunningham to get on with it. It's still a goal to a point. It's 21 minutes of the game gone. This is a good free by Barry, and up goes Manus Boyle, breaking it down, but it's broken down to a Kerry man. Lately the broken ball is coming to Kerry. Down towards John Cunningham, but it comes to PJ Gare. PJ Gare. To Martin Dennehy, given room. John Connors does well. How well John Connors is doing today. Superb football by the Dunlow man. To Razda, John Cunningham. John Cunningham. Waiting for men to be free. Eventually hopes that Barry Magone will be free, but again it's only coming to Coughlin holds on to it too far, or was it a third man tackle? It's a chance for Manus Boyle to narrow the gap. And once again one must sing the praises of John Connors, who's certainly now in the last 5 or 6 minutes coming out as Donegal's outstanding player, with Donegal under a bit of pressure. Manus Boyle the kicker. 22 minutes gone. 45 yards out. Is the kick accurate? The kick is accurate! Good kick by Manus Boyle, not an easy free. Manus did well. It's 3-2. Cian Moran. And so good work there by Connors, Cunningham and Magone, and then by Manus Boyle. Up goes John Gallagher, takes it clean. But they need to speed it up a bit here. This time it goes to Paddy Hegarty. Takes the knock well. He's John Gallagher behind him. John coming on now, inside to Tommy Ryan. Tommy Ryan takes the shot. It's going across to Luke Gavigan. No, Dermot Ward. Dermot Ward in space. He's now being tackled. He has a shot. He has a point. And how this Donegal support is reacting every time they score. And so Donegal coming back. They've now wiped out the deficit after the goal. They've settled themselves down a bit again. Good point by Dermot Ward from Glenfin. The kick coming out towards this side of the field, and Stephen Stack. Stephen Stack up towards Ger Murphy. Ger Murphy being followed by John Joe Doherty, being still followed and being well tackled by John Joe Doherty of Glencolumkill. And so it's a line ball for Donegal. The ball eventually going out over the line, and Donegal now with a newfound determination, having ridden the storm. Thomas Maguire coming on at the last minute in the Tuam match, now established himself. A good ball to Tommy Ryan. Tommy, more prominent today than he was the last day. Making the angle now on the 50. The ball in towards Dermot Ward, but he's behind his man there, and out comes Morgan Nix. Morgan under pressure will only find Barry Cunningham. Barry will shoulder Donald McAvoy. McAvoy, the ball is over the line now. A little bit harsh, would one feel. One would feel that it was a little bit harsh. Was the whole ball over? Was it not? It obviously is a difficult spur-of-the-moment decision by the linesman, and so John Cunningham himself will come up to take this line ball just outside the 45-metre line. Thinks of taking it short to Tommy Ryan, does, but Tommy is waiting, but recovers to John Cunningham. John Cunningham looking around. John O looking around again, deciding to go alone. Goes alone, gets the ball to Luke Gavigan. Luke doesn't make it. Free out. In actual fact, I don't think it was Luke there. The referee says it was a foul by a Donegal forward. It was by Dermot Ward. And I suppose the Donegal ball of playing the ball low into the full forward line is only working reasonably so far. The Kerry full-back line playing quite competently. There is a tendency to slow the game down to make sure that the passes are going to be inch perfect, but the Kerry backs are very much on their toes. Kieran Moran will take the kick out. There are 25 and a half minutes gone, which means about 5.5 to go because of that injury to John Cunningham. The teams are level. Lorna Parker, Shano Gallagher gal suas agus tá sé leis a Colin Shane Shane agus tá sé ag na Kerry, tá sé ag Micheál de Gali, Colin Shane Learoyd, tá sé fátar ag Donegal, tá sé ag Barra de Cunningham, tá sé ag Barra Rash, but you hold Cahir Shan, the long ball into Manus Boyle, Manus is fouled and Manus should point it. Manus certainly the most effective of the Donegal forward line so far, and he will have a chance now 25 metres out to give Donegal the lead. Manus, of course, the top scorer of this campaign by far and away. Before this game he had scored 221. Now he has a chance to make it, and he does it! He makes it 224 in the campaign. He makes it 3 points for himself, 4 for Donegal. It's 4-3. Donegal are on the move. Out comes a kick from Kieran Moran. John Gallagher, once again, he's coming into the game in the last few minutes. This ball goes to Barry Maroon. Barry in motion. Barry taking them on. Still going. Will he finish it? He does! The boys of Killybegs are sailing home. Manus Boyle's free. A superb point by Barry Magoon. And the score, 5 points to a goal. And now Donegal are beginning to click. They're beginning to knit it together. They're beginning to take the scores. And fair credit to John Gallagher, who's beginning to play a bit about midfield. In it comes Barry Cunningham going up. So does Michael Galway. Michael Galway across there to Michael Brosnan, to James Brosnan. James Brosnan, the ball inside to Ger Murphy. It's going to be read there by John Cunningham. The ball is breaking loose. Who's going to get it? It's going to be John Cunningham. John Cunningham coming away with it. Oh, John, don't fumble too much. He does. He loses it. It's a chance for PJ Kerr. The kick is blocked down. John Joe Doherty comes to the rescue. Scolds John Cunningham. Who knows, he was in the wrong. It's a 50 for Kerry. Donegal lucky to get away with it that time. A great point-saving tackle by John Joe Doherty as he spread himself on the ground and prevented it from going out. It's thrilling football at the end of this first half. It's nearly 29 minutes gone. It's Pearse Hoare to take the kick. Donegal hopefully more aware now of the presence of Michael Galway in there. An unfortunate element there. Oh, a little bit of booing from a Donegal supporters. The kick from PJ Hoare is over the bar. A great 45 there by Pearse Hoare, and the score now is 1-1 for Kerry, 5 points for Donegal. We're in the last minute of ordinary time. Danny Gallagher will take the kick out, and of course one of the great dangers would be that Donegal would be lulled into any sense of security when they take a 2-point lead, because this Kerry team is a good team. In it goes. Brosnan is fielding it there well in the middle of the field, and he's coming away as Kerry mount another attack. John Connors and Martin Dennehy. Dennehy wins this one, takes the kick and takes the point. The sides are level, and once again this Kerry midfield pairing of James Brosnan and Michael Galway can very easily take over there for a couple of minutes and put a nail in the Donegal coffin. We're in injury time in the first half. There will be about a minute of it. It looks like being level at half time. Out it comes to the far side. Up goes Brosnan, up goes Gallagher. The ball breaking down, and it should come to Paul Carr. Paul Carr to Barry Cunningham. Barry being tackled and fouled, and it's 50 yards out, it's 50 metres out. Barry with possibly the last kick of the first half. Barry McGowan will take it. He steals 2 yards, and hopefully Michael Kearns is looking at his linesman. One would feel that it must go over direct. Barry McGowan to Manus Boyle. Can Manus turn? Manus is going to make a big long turn, and it's taken there by Morgan Nix, and Morgan Nix gets it out here to this side of the field to Michael Galway, picks it off the ground, and it's a chance for the Donegal lead at half time. Manus Boyle will come across, and he has the chance after 31 and a quarter minutes to point it, and Mickey Kearns says to him, this is the last kick of the first half. He has been told that he must point it for the Donegal lead, so it's up to you, Manus. Well done, Manus. Donegal 6 points, Kerry 1-2. The referee calls for the ball. We're in the lead at half time.
Vigorously, but gets it to the centre half-back, Liam Harnett. Liam Harnett then has been highlighted. You could call it a highlight. There's no line back off that game.
And so, at half-time, it's Donegal 6 points, Kerry 1-2. Manus Boyle got 4 of these points, Barry McGowan and Dermot Ward the other 2. Michael Galway got the goal, Pearse Orr and Martin Dennehy got the points. In Tuam the last day, it was a 2-point lead at half-time for Kerry, and then Donegal got the penalty goal immediately afterwards. Today, Donegal are 1 point ahead. Similar scorelines. Last day it was 6 points to 4. Today it's 6 points to 1-2. There are no changes on either side apparently. The Kerry forwards have made a full forward. Pearse Orr has gone back into full forward. Martin Dennehy has got into the corner. Out in midfield, Michael Galway, James Brosnan, Barry Cunningham and John Gallagher. Here she goes, and it's Barry Cunningham in towards Manus Boyle. Manus, did he push? Got away with it anyway. Coming to Barry McGowan. Can Barry pick it up? Barry does. Barry, lovely point in the first half. This time he decides to give it to Dermot Keown. Dermot Keown, the ball in towards, but it's the Kerry left back Morgan Nix, who is proving quite a handful for Dermot Ward, and he gets a long relieving clearance, and this time Dermot Keown and Donald McAvoy. Donald McAvoy wins this one again. This time the tackling is harder by Dermot Keown. Donald gets it away, across the side of the field into Tommy Ryan. Tommy broken down there, but it comes to Barry Cunningham. Barry Cunningham to Tommy. Tommy has a chance. Tommy takes the chance. One point by Tommy Ryan, and that should boost morale around the place. Dermot Keown did hard work on the far side. Barry Cunningham did excellent work, and Tommy took a fine point. 7-1-2. A minute of the second half gone. Kieran Moran. Donald McAvoy going for it, but it's another Kerry man who grabs it out of the air there and sends the ball up towards John Cunningham. John Cunningham, the long ball towards Manus Boyle. Manus getting it clean. Manus making room. Now waiting for men to go into position. Coming away out towards us. Still coming in. Still coming Manus is. Manus loses the ball eventually, but Barry McGowan will take it up from there, and Tommy will take it up from there. Tommy Ryan from Thurman to Barry Cunningham from Killybegs, and Barry's kick is not going to be accurate enough, and it's gone wide. Get the ball in, says Barry Cunningham to Manus Boyle. Eventually he was foiled as he tried to make the angle for himself, and so it's a wide for Donegal. 7 for Donegal, 1-2. And Kieran Moran will take the kick out, and once again Donegal following their recent trend of beginning the half very well. Galway's going up, Brosnan's going up, Tommy Ryan's going up, Tommy Ryan's going down, Tommy Ryan's still going through, Tommy playing well, Tommy's still carrying it, the long ball in to Dermot Ward, but it just beats him. Curling ball there, but it was a little bit too high for Dermot Ward, and Kieran Moran will take his third kick out of this half in 2.25 minutes as Donegal come piling forward again. But they can't relax in this game. It's Kerry they're playing. Moran's kick. Here a 50. Up goes McAvoy, up goes Keown. Keown breaks it down to Barry Cunningham. Barry Cunningham, a long high ball in. Up they go in for it. They're well taken by a Donegal man. Manus Boyle. Broken down to Luke Gavigan. Luke Gavigan trying to make the angle, trying to move inside, still going. Is he held? He's not. Is he fouled? He's not. He's still going. He's a man outside it. Give it out. He won't. He's still going. Gives it to Tommy Ryan. Tommy now is moving about. Tommy's ball comes across. It's broken down. It's a chance for Paddy Haggerty. It comes to Manus Boyle. It's a goal! Of Irish Nets Limited, it's Manus Boyle, it's Barry Malone. Barry Malone is fouled, it's a free in. A great goal by Manus Boyle. And again, the build-up was patient. You remember as out on this side, Luke Gavigan had it. He took his time, Tommy Ryan, and eventually it ended up. And eventually, Manus Boyle found the net. This time we're on the crest of a wave. It's Barry Cunningham. Can Barry stretch it further? Kerry could be on the rack. It's dropping in towards Manus Boyle. He gets his fist to it. Kieran Moran out towards this side of the field. Paul Carr going up with PJ Gare. Ball broken down. Nothing going wrong at the moment. The long clearance from Brosnan. Dermot Keown. Barry Cunningham. Barry Cunningham. Fouled, free in, where she lands. Manus Boyle coming out. And what a beginning to this second half as Donegal are taking this game at the scruff of the neck and taking over. The point by Tommy Ryan, the goal by Manus Boyle. Hina Schacht, Hina Daw, Quick Funche, Shanselig Monis Abuil, Yedachar Huntossi, Shea Funche. Razda's going short. Razda gets it. Take the point. He should. He gives it to Manus. He must take the point. He does. Oh, they're running riot. Manus to John Cunningham. John Cunningham. Kerry of Pierce Hole out of the midfield. John Connors has followed him out. It's 1-8 to 1-2. Things are going swimmingly. Pierce Hole. John Connors up on top of him. And comes the ball towards the corner. And it comes to Kerry's left corner, Ger Murphy. Ger Murphy takes a shot as he did so often the last day. And this time it's gone wide. 6 minutes gone, 1-8 to 1-2. It's been a dream start to the second half by Donegal. They're playing superb football, and certainly if they don't rest on these laurels, there's a chance of easy down below us. But it's never easy against Kerry. They came back the last day. Danny Gallagher In she goes towards big John Gallagher. John outfielded by Brosnan. Brosnan's kick going in towards Ger Murphy. Ger Murphy hits John Joe Doherty in the head, the ball does. The shoulder, Doherty wins it. Doherty goes down. Doherty sends it over the line, and it's a line ball for Kerry on the end line virtually. And if Donegal can ride these next couple of minutes and settle down, then the second All-Ireland Under-21 Football Championship is well within their grasp. Pearse Hoare is going out to take it. And certainly is Sheadna Phil Woda or Wunya where Manas Boyle stamping his senior authority on the game with that golden point. And of course the amount of room given. Anyway, Pearse Hoare taking it. Dropping into the parallelogram, is going too far, has gone wide. 1-8, 1-2, 7 gone. Joe Winston running up towards us here on this side of the field. He'll be a happy man. So will Jimmy White and the main man, PJ McGowan, the three Donegal mentors. Listen to the Donegal crowd. Look at the Donegal players going for it. Tommy Ryan from Termon. Tommy Ryan selling the ball through to Barry Cunningham. Barry Cunningham. Barry the long ball in towards Luke Gavigan and Manas Boyle. Broken by Manas, but well taken there by Ken Savage. Ken Savage to Stevens, to Pat Coughlin, to Donald McAvoy. Donald doing very well to ride that tackle. Donald coming towards George Gallagher, getting the ball inside now to the Kerry right corner forward, Jerry Looney. Looney trying to find another Kerry. Oh, what a goal chance for Murphy! Will he score it? He does! Oh, Kerry are never down, that's what we said. And a great bit of opportunism there by Gerard Murphy, who came on as a sub the last day. Today, Martin Downey is in the game. Martin Downey in the game. And who's going off? It's Martin Dennehy going off. Dennehy gone off. Downey, come on. 1-8, 2-2. Middle of the field. Barry McGowan. Barry McGowan, Barry Cunningham's with him. Barry McGowan going on his own. Three Kerry men round him. The ball in towards Manas. Manas has a chance! Manas has a wide! Oh dear me. The heart stopping is never going to end in this dramatic saga. We thought we had it won before. We thought we were sailing. Kerry came back with a goal. Manas had a chance to seal it again, but the angle was too much. What a great ball by Barry McGowan. What a thriller. Kieran Moran. Up goes John Gallagher, but up goes Barry McGowan. Barry eventually gets it in towards Manas. Manas is so good. Manas still on the ball. Two men around him. He's a man outside. He holds on to it too long. There's only 3 points in it. There's 20.5 minutes left. This free is for Kerry. It's going to be taken by the Kerry fullback, and that man is from Knocknagoshel. It's Michael Brosnan. I think there's a second sub on the Kerry team. Tom Welsh is in the game for Pat Coughlin. Pearse Hoare across to Ger Murphy. Ger Murphy, the goal scorer. Good ball inside. And it's another chance, and the ball is well blocked down there by one of the Donegal men. Panic stations in again. There's a 50. Oh dear, Donegal really looking a little bit decidedly shaky there as Ger Looney and Donald McAvoy began to tear through them. And it's 1-8 to 2-2. It's a goal in it. And what an exciting game we have on our hands here. The Kerry forward line looking very dangerous. Pearse Hoare, who has already pointed a 45, is going to try to make it 2 45s. The Donegal crowd trying to rise them. Hoare's kick is not going to make it all the way. It's blocked down by John Cunningham. John Gallagher gets a foot onto it. Eventually it's been taken away by Diarmuid Keown. Diarmuid Keown tries to get the ball to Tommy Ryan. The ball goes out over the line, and perhaps get that ball out of that area would be the best advice at this stage, unless you're absolutely sure your passing is going to be accurate. Pearse Hoare will have another kick. As we said, Tom Welch is in the game for Pat Coughlin. Martin Downey is in the game for Martin Dennehy. Downey, who had an injury, and who was one of the scorer in every Kerry game so far. Here comes Hoare into the edge of the area and gone wide. And again there was a heart-stopping moment here. And these are going to be 18 and a half decidedly unbearable moments for many Donegal supporters. Listen to them again. Donegal and Kerry, the All-Ireland final, the ball in the middle of the field. John Gallagher will go up, tries to break it down to Barry Cunningham. Barry having a much better game today than the last day. But again, Dermot Ward beaten there by Morgan Nix. And it's a line ball for Donegal. The whole Donegal bench virtually on the field over on the far side as everybody's on their toes. Barry Cunningham will take the line ball. Two very good cornerbacks on this Kerry team today, giving the Donegal corner forwards very, very little space. Barry Cunningham inside the 45, going to drop into the Manus area. It's taken there by fullback Brosnan. Fullback Brosnan out again towards Barry Cunningham. Barry will have Dermot Keown behind him. Barry breaks it down, but McAvoy takes it. McAvoy trying to take them on. Does he charge with the ball? He doesn't. He gives the ball inside to Pierce Hoare. Pierce Hoare, the long ball that gave us bother the last day. Paul Carr and bother. Comes loose eventually to his clubmate John Joe Doherty. Lovely ball to Tom Maguire. Tom Maguire, the long relieving clearance to Barry Magone. Barry Magone breaks it down lovely to Barry Cunningham. The long ball to Manus Boyle, taken there by Brosnan, taken eventually by left half back Stephen Stack. Stephen Stack, good ball into a good clear, but to Barry Cunningham. Barry Cunningham was there to Luke Gavigan. Luke Gavigan on his right foot. Can he get it to his left? He gives it inside to Paddy Haggerty. Paddy takes a shot. And it goes in the square. It's a struggle in there. There was a square ball. Tommy Ryan was in the square. It's a free out for Kerry. And Donegal mentors, I'm sure, will be thinking of the big men on the line now. Seamus Ward or Brian Moore. As this game gets tough and it gets tough on men. John Gallagher going up, but it's Brosnan going up behind him, grabbing it out of the air and sending Kerry on the attack again with team captain Noel O'Leary. Noel O'Leary up now in his own 45, shadowed by Thomas Maguire. A lot of room being given there to Kerry's PJ Gare. Gare inside, who's going to take it? Dermot Keown. Dermot rides a tackle. Dermot looking for men free. Lovely ball. Will Barry make it? He doesn't. Read by Brosnan. Brosnan sailing through. Good ball inside. Murphy, Ranger Murphy in the square. He's in the square. It's gone wide, thankfully. Oh, this is end-to-end stuff. This is All-Ireland final stuff. This is no kid stuff. This is going to separate the men from the boys. These next 15 minutes of this game will, as we approach the final quarter. Danny Gallagher, 1-8 to 2-2. Tight, tough football. Danny's kick isn't at best of the day. Anyway, it could end up good enough, but it's read there by a Kerry man before Donegal man, Pierce Hoare. Pierce Hoare being fouled there on the 50. Did he retaliate? Michael Kearns thinks something happened somewhere else when he heard the crowd boo, but it's okay. Pierce will take the 45-yard free kick, and he sends it over the bar. And Kerry are fighting back slowly and surely. 1-8, 2-3. We had a 6-point lead. It's a 2-point lead at this stage. The short kick out will find hopefully Thomas Maguire, who will hopefully find Paul Carr. And Paul has a lot of room now. And Paul trying to find Barry Magone does. Oh, Barry takes it gloriously. It's not on his favourite foot. He bounces the ball twice. He doesn't pick it up the second time. He gets away with it. He's trying to get inside. He's fouled eventually. Well played, Barry. He doesn't hear the whistle. It's hard to hear the whistle. And the tension and the excitement and the hullabaloo that is here in Dr. Hyde Park, Roscommon for this All-Ireland final. Manus Boyle will take this free. As you can see, it's a couple of metres outside the 21. John Cunningham came short, but Kerry are much more in tune at this stage of the game than they were at the beginning of the second half. Can Manus point it from here? What a vital score it would be. No, he doesn't point it. It's going to drop in there. Men breaking it down. Out goes Barry Magone. What a lot of work. Barry will go down on it. Barry can't pick it up. There's a Kerry man there. It's a free out. Kerry relieved. 1-8, 2-3. Donegal haven't scored for the last 10 minutes. Kerry have got that goal and a point. Donegal are 2 points ahead. It's 11-9. The crowd rises them again. What great support. The kick out isn't good, but men are going for it. And what a fine fielding combination Kerry have at midfield. Once again there. Picked out of the sky. I think it was by Noel O'Leary actually that time. And so it's a free kick for Kerry. In a safe enough position for Donegal. It's well inside the Donegal 45, the Kerry 45 metre line. And Noel O'Leary, he leaves it to Brosnan. Brosnan kick coming towards Paul Carr and PJ Gare. Paul breaks it down. PJ Gare gets it. He's fouled by John Gallagher. The referee speaks to John. It wasn't a very malicious foul, but it's a chance for Pearse Hoare to get the ball into the edge of the square again. Pearse playing as a kind of third midfielder. It worked in the sense that it left a lot of space for the goal. Seamus Ward is getting ready on the far side of the field. Pearse Hoare sends the ball into the edge of the square. John Cunningham breaks it down. It's men fighting for it in there, and eventually it comes to a Kerryman. Sound around it. John Gallagher breaks it down. John Doherty takes it away to his clubmate Paddy Hegarty. No, Tommy Ryan to Dermot Ward. Dermot Ward trying to take on his man, getting the ball inside to Tommy Ryan. Lovely flowing football to Hegarty. Hegarty going through. Why is that a foul? Why is that a foul? Too many steps, is it? It must be. And it's a free kick anyway. It's 18 minutes gone. Mickey Kearns is doing an excellent job. He's in absolute control of this game as he was in the last. It's a tremendously sporting game as well. Brosnan, the fullback, taking the kick. Up they go again, and it's broken down. Donegal have to keep it breaking and have to be in there. And it's this time Kerry get it, but it's picked off the ground. And the substitution is being made. Seamus Ward from Glenfin will be in, who will be coming off. It's unfortunate because everybody has given their all here. It's John Gallagher, so Seamus Ward will go in midfield. And well done, John Gallagher, and that's what the crowd are saying. He's done his bit. And the kick is going in towards Seamus. Barry Magone. What a lot of possession Barry is winning today. Trying to get round. Sells a nice dummy. Sells a second one. Pearse Hoare comes in unseen. Gets the ball now to Stephen Stack. Stephen Stack, who bursting through them there. Stephen still going. Followed by Barry Cunningham. Don't foul him there, Barry. Stephen still going. John shoulder. John fighting again. John tackling well. The ball should come to Manus. No. It's stolen there by Donald McAvoy. A point from the 15. No. In it goes, and well taken by Barry Magone to Barry Cunningham. Barry Cunningham to Manus Boyle. They're hunting in packs. Seamus Ward's first touch into Tommy Ryan, and the Kerry fullback comes out. And now it's picked up by another Kerryman. It's end-to-end flowing. Ger Looney, long ball. Barry Cunningham will go up. Barry breaks it down to Dermot Keown. Dermot Keown finds Manus Boyle. Manus Boyle is coming through. He's fouled by 3 Kerrymen. He gets the ball into Dermot Ward. He's fouled by a good foul. A free in. Oh dear me. We're talking about commitment, and we're talking about willingness to fight and run and roam. On his 21 metre line, his own 21 metre line, Barry Magone cut that one out, eventually in the long run leading to this free kick for Manus Boyle on the 30-yard area. 10 minutes of the game gone. This would put a goal between them. It does! That's 1-6 for Manus Boyle. 1-6 for Manus Boyle. 9 minutes and 7 seconds to go. Barry Magone is going up for it and is breaking it down to PJ Gare. PJ Gare, and up goes Doherty or whoever, and it's broken down. It's a free in. Joe Doherty fouled Jared Murphy, and so Kerry have a chance to bring it back to that dazzling 2 points again. It will be Pearse Hoare. Manas Boyle has scored 1-6. Donegal have scored 1-9. Kerry have scored 2-3 and are leading up to 2-4 if Pearse Hoare can get it. Willie, some unsporting Donegal supporters there. Do not deter Pearse Hoare, he points it. Oh dear, it's 12-10. 1-9 for Donegal, 2-4 for Kerry. Agus tá cluiche ionfach Pelin seo ha Bark Douglas de hí de Ross Common. Tá Donegal rá fointe hon tosaí. Tá Kerry a teach dathú a rís agus a rís eile. Tá Donal a Gallagher a brúlú amach na líoride. Agus is stíal ar na parke, tá Seamus mac a warde gal suas. A tá Builte, a Neil Builte. An gunawach seo. Culture a líoride stachanis. Look, Gavin sells a dummy. Well, look, get room. Look, still going. He's still going. He's got the angle. He's got it wide. Thomas Maguire it was started that, as people are playing all over the place now. Kerry have only 2 men inside the Donegal 50 at the moment. Thomas Maguire was out. Luke Gavigan had a chance. He took it took too much time with it. There's a little bit of a delay. They want a ball. And I suppose Donegal wouldn't mind a wee bit of a delay to settle it down, as this is tension-filled, thrilling football. Certainly the most exciting game they played this year. Certainly, in many ways, more thrilling spectacle than the 82 historic victory in Carrick-on-Shannon. And will they make it? Kieran Moran. Seamus Ward is breaking it down there. Will he break it to Luke Gavigan? He does. Luke Gavigan has Razza coming on the outside, has Razza the legs. He has. And it's picked off the ground by Tommy Ryan. And it's going to begin all over again. Oh dear, Michael Brosnan to take it. Michael Brosnan to take it. John Cunningham rushing back to try to get Pearse Hoare. Will he make it? It's coming in now towards the side. Thomas Maguire breaking it down to Paul Carr. Paul Carr fumbling with it there. 3 men around him. 3 men fighting for it. It's a Donegal ball. Joe Winston knows it is. And Joe Winston, the assistant linesman there, making very definite that everybody knew. But fair is fair, it was a Donegal ball. Thomas Maguire will take it. And now Mickey Kearns and Joe Winston, 2 of the great place kickers in Gaelic football, have a little chat there. And John Cunningham is trying to get it, another wasted ball, and it's a free. A misplaced short free kick. And once again one would feel, get the ball out of that half. If it works, it's fine. It didn't work that time. The free is going to be taken for Kerry on the halfway line. Not a great one. Manas Boyle. Look at where Manas is. And that's the way Manas. That's the place for her. That's Tommy Ryan of Terman. Tommy is fouled. No, he's not. Look, Gavigan picks it up. Look, trying to cut inside his man. Look, deciding what to do. Looking for men in space. Eventually finds who? He finds Manas Boyle. Isn't it always Manas? Isn't it? There'll be no doubt about who's the man of this match. If Donegal win, if Donegal lose, it's the man with 1-7. Donegal who 1-10. What a performance by Boyle. Up goes Magone, but it's no one-man show. Pearse Hoare. We don't deserve to lose this one, so we don't. Connors is a star. He goes over the line. It's a line ball. Give it back, John. Get into the edge of the square. You have 4.5 minutes to go. If you keep out the goals, you should be All-Ireland champions. It's Stephen Stack to take this for Kerry. Are all the big men in? This is a vital kick. All kicks are vital from now on. And this is a wide ball. It's a wide ball. The roof is caving in. The roof is getting excited. Everybody is on their toenails. History is again about to be made. It should be a second All-Ireland title, and my dear dude, does that team deserve it. Danny Gallagher. Oh, bad kick. Razdaman is there. Loses it. Somebody else will make up for it. I think it's Keown. It is Keown. It's John Joe Doherty. Coolness under pressure. It's the man from Ardara. It's Maguire. Maguire finds Luke Gavigan. Ardara to Ardara. Gavigan shot. It's going to Barry Magone. Magone fights to keep it in. Doesn't succeed. Wastes a vital second or two. And look at the effort of men running for everything. 3 minutes 6 seconds. Kieran Moran, 1:10.24, 3 points. Barry Magone again, and Magone again. And it's Big Seamus, Big Ward from Gladfin. Big Ward. And that's that. It's 4 points. It's 111-24. It's Seamus Ward. It was played out of defence. It was magnificent. And it's Kerry trying to stem back into it. Fair play to them. They're fighting away. It's the Magic McAvoy. He carries the ball too far. And like the sportsman that he is, he leaves it down. We're going to win the All-Ireland. And it's a magnificent performance. Spearheaded by Manus Boyle, but supported by 15 other heroes. Every man jack of them. Danny Gallagher, John Joe Doherty, John Connors and Thomas Maguire, who takes this kick and sends it up to Tommy Ryan. But it's taken out of the sky by the great Brosnan. And when you beat teams like men like Brosnan and other great Kerry names, you've certainly arrived on the scene in a big kind of a way. Here comes Brosnan. There's a minute and a half of the game left. Donegal are 4 points ahead. Who's there? It's the Razdaman. And who does he find? Boyle. Manus Boyle, hero. The long ball, and that's the place for it at this stage of the game. And Manus Boyle will be toasted and cheered. He scored 1-7. He's dominated this game. The half-back line on this great team: Diarmuid Keown, John Cunningham, Paul Carr. The midfielders: Barry Cunningham, a great hour, and John Gallagher. And John then replaced by Seamus Ward. The half-forward line: Paddy Hegarty, Tommy Ryan and Barry Magone. The full-forward line: Diarmuid Ward, Manus Boyle and Luke Gavigan. Up they go in there. There are subs that deserve mention. So too, and there's Paul Carr. And Paul finds a Kerry man. But then the Kerry man is stopped by Barry Cunningham. PJ Gone is team manager. This is the Kerry right back. He takes a shot, but it's Barry Cunningham and Barry Magone. And Barry Magone to Diarmuid Ward. And this is a super display. The team manager is PJ Magone. He's assisted by Joe Winston and by Jimmy White. The county board gave their support. Peggy Keeney's on the video. The other subs are Brian Moore Gallagher and Cormac McGarry. That's Manus Boyle. That's Manus Boyle. And that's Tommy Ryan. That's Tommy Ryan. That's a new Tommy Ryan today. That's a great Tommy Ryan today. And they're playing with them now. They're toying with them. They haven't won. It's a super display. It's 111-24. It's coming across into the open arms of Diarmuid Ward, who takes the shot, and sure, it's over the bar. It's Dermot's second point. Seamus Ward has a point. Barry Magone has a point. Tommy Ryan has a point. It's 112-24. It's a super show. That's Barry Cunningham. And he might have starred in McLaren's, but this is the big day. And this is Tommy Ryan. And he's taken a board. And it's gone wide. And who cares? Donegal have won the Tom Clark, the Clark Cup. The Clark Cup. They've won it by 112 to 2-4. There's 31 minutes gone. It's over! Well done! Well done! Well done! Every man jack of them as they assemble down there, and as the tremendous Donegal support sweeps on to Hyde Park, as they come now to see John Cunningham lifting the Clark Cup. Well done, a superb performance to beat Kerry, a very sporting Kerry team, by 112 to 2-4 in the All-Ireland final. 16 heroes out there, from goalkeeper Danny Gallagher, and everybody, without exaggerating, without trying to do any plamos, every one of the 16 had their moments. No doubt Manus Boyle was the man of the hour, but the work rate of Magone, the splendid catching of Barry Cunningham, the magnificence of John Connors in the first half, the superb distribution of John Joe Doherty, the vital 10 minutes of John Gallagher, the point taking of Barry Magone and of Dermot Ward and of big Seamus Ward, the great game of Thomas Maguire and of Jermit Keown in the second half, who came out to say, I mightn't have had a good first, but my goodness, I'll show you, and he did. Faultless Danny Gallagher, the Rasda man himself, leading them to victory. John Cunningham, what no better captain could a county team have. The great Paul Carr, Paddy Hegarty, Tommy Ryan, Luke Gavigan, who teased and played and gained possession, all of them. It's been a long campaign since that dreary day in Ballyshannon when they beat Fermanagh by a controversial point. Here it's an All-Ireland final on a spectacularly glorious Hyde Park Roscommon, and full marks to everybody in Hyde Park for wonderful courtesy and a wonderful reception and great arrangements for this All-Ireland final. 112-2-4. 112-2-4. And so it's an All-Ireland title. That's great hope for the future. When the men of 82 and the men of 87 combine, we should certainly now have a team that will go places in senior football. There's number 6 up in somebody's arms there, John Cunningham, the captain of the team. John and Barry, the cousins, the sons of Andy and Willie, great servants themselves until they had to go and emigrate. Never tasted success like this, but since Killybegs won their first under-12 title years ago, have followed for the last 8 years, game after game after game, for club and for college and for county. And here they are, seeing John Cunningham lead Donegal to an All-Ireland victory. There can be no doubt about it, it was a magnificent team performance. And so they make their way over to this side of the field. It's well away from us, the presentation. It's hard to see who's going to do the presenting of this trophy in honour of a great Kildare Gael. Agus inis brunher críomh fuifi as I héan na héireann chaftín gon an gáil seanó cunigainis na Calabagan. It's very hard to see from here who is actually going to do the presentation. It is Mick Loftus, it is Dr. Mick Loftus, the Uachtaran Chuman Lú Glasgow. And Dr. Mick Loftus has followed Donegal well in this competition. He was at the first game, he was in Donegal the last day. The Anach Lihagan Dershe, Trí seachtain hunne dún a bhí an clíise ó bhád níos fearr. It was a great game in Tuam, says he, but this was a much greater game. John Cunningham says yes to that. John's Irish wouldn't be first class. Well done to all the players. Well done to Kerry, says Dr. Mick Loftus, for a very sporting game. And fair play to Kerry, it was a sporting game without a doubt, with not a single booking. There's no other game like it when it's played in the proper spirit, says Dr. Mick Loftus. Donegal were disappointed recently. But we knew that the under-21s would make up for it, and so they have, says Dr. Mick Loftus. The football of Donegal football, the future of Donegal football is secure. Now Dr. Loftus pays tribute to the Hyde Park Committee for the great arrangements, and to Mickey Kearns, an excellent referee. And now he presents the cup. John Cunningham. And if John speaks in Irish, it'll be the first word of Irish he's ever spoken. John, of course, born and reared in London, and the All-Ireland Under-21 trophy is back in Donegal. Our cup back in Donegal, and they're the faithful, wonderful supporters. And the "Here we go" chant is going down there. It's been a great victory, and John is going to speak, I think. It's a great honour for John to accept the cup on behalf of the people of Donegal. He pays tribute to the supporters. You lifted us when we needed it, says John, and thank you to the supporters as his first tribute. And well done, John. He now pays tribute to the selectors and everybody involved in the side. Thanks everybody. And now he praises the 25 players. And well done to the players, he says, to the 25 of the panel. He thanks the supporters who came from outside Ireland to see this game. He thanks his own family and friends, and now he thanks the Kerry team. And a very heartfelt hooray for the Kerry team, who are there in the background still, and what a great example of sportsmanship they are. They waited to the very last minute. A special presentation now by the Milford Bakery for the player of the match, and there should be no doubt about who Sean McCormick, the managing director of Milford Bakery. Sean, an ex-county player himself, of course, now managing director of Milford Bakery. Manners Boyle, of course. Who else? And there was no problem with that. Manners Boyle is the man of the match. And Milford Bakery, you have given such great support to Donegal Gaelic football in the last couple of years, sponsoring the county leagues. And another special prize for John Cunningham, the captain of the team from Milford Bakery. And once again, how well deserved John's award is. So the two Killybegs boys, Manus, who won't be with us next year, will be over age, but John, who will lead this team again next year. Manus is now going to make a speech. But you'll have all evening and all night. He thanks the people of Donegal. He thanks Milford Bakery. It's not about one person, says Manus, it's about the 25, and we all echo these sentiments, but there's no doubt that when you score 1-7, when you score 1-7, the total sum of the Kerry team, and that's it. Well, that's it in Dr. Hyde Park. That won't be it from here to the Diamond in Donegal when the boys come home tonight, or to the various parts of the county when the Cup does the tour of Donegal. The Donegal team again from Dunlow, as Mick Loftus embraces Manus Boyle, the man of the match, and John Cunningham, the team captain. In goal, Danny Gallagher, Dunlow. The full-back line, John Joe Doherty of Columba, John Connors, Dunlow, Thomas Maguire of Ardara. Half-back line, Dermot Keown of Irua, John Cunningham of Killybegs, Paul Carr of Naomh Columba. Midfield, Barry Cunningham and John Gallagher from Killybegs. The half-forward line, Paddy Hegarty from Naomh Columba, Tommy Ryan from Termon and Barry McGowan from Killybegs. The full forward line, Dermot Ward from Glenfin, Manus Boyle from Killybegs and Luke Garrigan from Ardara. The sub that was used was Seamus Ward from Glenfin. The other subs were Brian Moore Gallagher from Gidor, Cormac McGarvey of Naomh Murray, Joey McDermott of Glenfin, Peter McIntyre of St. Eunan's, Emmett Golden of Bundoran, Seamus Doohan of Cloughaneely, they are the subs, and John Sweeney of Dunlow, they are the subs on the programme. There are a few more that are not on the programme. And if there are two players left out of there, we apologise, but in the heat of this moment, it's hard to remember everybody. David Meehan, of course, was a sub-keeper, played earlier on in the campaign as well. And so the Donegal supporters around the team, congratulating every man of them. Some of them are Donegal men, of course, now in the blue jersey of Munster, having swapped jerseys. We see down from us there the number 8 and number 14 of Kerry. They, of course, are Donegal people. John Gallagher, I think, is wearing the 14 down there. No, John Gallagher is still in 9. And so it'll be a mighty cavalcade that will make its way now to Boyle and up the Curlews and in through Sligo and on to Bundoran and on to Ballyshannon and then to the Diamond in Donegal, and from there making its way through various parts of the county. Up goes Manus Boyle again, and many a time he'll be up before these celebrations are over.
Donegal's tremendous victory in the All-Ireland Under-21 football final replay. A reporter, Pascal Mooney.
Donegal are the 1987 All-Ireland Under-21 football champions. In a thrilling and tense second half as the game ebbed and flowed, first in Donegal's favour, then Kerry, and in the end towards a determined Donegal side, throats were hoarse on both sides as the large crowd urged on their respective charges. Leading by just 1 point at the break, Donegal burst onto the second period, first with a Tommy Ryan point after a minute, and then in the third minute a Manus Boyle goal, following a Tommy Ryan pass some 20 metres on the left of the Kerry goal. The ball came to Paddy Hegarty, his shot was blocked, Manus Boyle was on the spot to pick up the rebound, and he blasted it to the back of the Kerry net. Another Manus Boyle point 2 minutes later, and Donegal were 6 points ahead with their tails up. Kerry, however, are always dangerous, and within 3 minutes they had a goal fashioned out of an innocent-looking ball deep into the Donegal defence by Donald McAvoy, pounced on by Gerald Murphy, who calmly slotted it between the posts to the amazement of the Donegal men and their supporters. A classic opportunist goal in the Kerry tradition. When Pierce Hoare reduced the arrears still further 6 minutes later, it looked like a Kerry revival with over 15 minutes to go. But Donegal, to their credit, held the line and in the remaining minutes raced away from the Kerry men to register a much-deserved victory. Credit to Kerry and to all the teams who took part in this Under-21 series, providing a great showcase for the GAA at its best. The final score from Roscommon, Donegal 112, Kerry 2-4.
Right, Pascal, a fine win for Donegal. I hope the Donegal fellas I know get home earlier than they did from the drawn game. We're going back to Tullamore, Meath against Kildare. Here's Mick Dunn.